Welcome to May Talk Sewing. Day 1. Okay, so this is what we're working with. This is going to be the end product for my SCA brother, my belt brother. He's fancy. Can you tell? He's a little bit fancy. Okay, so we are working with all of these trims. This is just some extra material he sent me. And he wants 2 tunics out of it, right? Oh, we're going to work some magic. Also, fabric. It's going to be a chitin after I finish this. But, yeah, this is my focus. Look at those trims. We're going to see how fancy we can get it. Because this one is really cute. We'll see how close to the original design I can get. If I can make things from pictures, I can definitely do it with this. No questions asked. So we'll see what I got. See you in the next video. Day 2. Day 2 of working on brother's tunics. So this is the tunic he wants them modeled after. What I did was I ironed that bad boy to a crisp. So we have clean, straight lines. So we get an absolute perfect fit. As you can see, the shoulders for this garment are not actually straight. The neck is round, but it also has this quite lovely slit down the middle. So you get lots and lots of ventilation and a little button to secure it. Now, I was corrected about the fabric, and when I took a second look at it, because I was looking at it last night, and I was dead tired, this is not actually linen. This is Osnaburg cotton that every time you wash it, it gets softer and softer. So, maybe one day I might order some of this, because this is quite interesting. So, we got our crisp lines on this one, so I can copy the pattern. And when I say crisp, I mean heavy hold starch, okay? We're not playing games here. So this is day 2 of... Ignore my floors, I'm also going to redo those. See, literally, it's right there. Day 2, and on to the cutting. Day 3. All right, so I have already cut this, but I want you guys to see the wide berth that I took on it. Because, like I tell people when I teach sewing classes, I'm going to tell you guys now, you can always take it away, but you can't put it back. Everything is folded in quarters and cut on the fold. See how this right here, see, it's all on the fold. You've got 2 pieces. It's already cut, so step 2, the arms. And we have new arms. Okay, I do need to trim a little bit off the bottom here so my seams line up perfectly, because the garment itself, you can see there was absolutely no, what do you call it? No ruffles, I guess I could say. So the seams will line up perfectly, and there'll be a smooth finish to them. Now, like I said before, this hat does not have a straight across shoulder seam. It is diagonal. Now, and you may be like, oh, well, it's not perfectly straight. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight. What has to be perfectly straight is what you sew, okay? So, if you're not, if you're not absolutely perfect at cutting straight lines, there's a little variation here and there, it's okay. Stop beating yourself up, okay? But I highly suggest laying this down to cut this, and me always adding extra fabric, I can just trim that off. It's no big deal. I do plan to French seam this down the sides for sure, so I made it a little extra wide in the last clip, as you guys can see. But we're almost there. We're almost there. So we are getting up close and personal because I have to show you how I cut the slit. Okay, so normally I would stress out and I would try to unfold them and fold them and refold them or whatever and figure out how the hell to cut the damn thing. But I realized I'd already cut 2 tunics, so I have 2 back pieces here laying on top of the 2 top pieces, so I just cut these. I actually had it laid out a little bit better. This is hard to do one-handed. There we go. I matched that line to that line. Oh, see what I'm saying? Come on, there we go. That line to that line. And I cut 2 out of the 4 pieces. And then I cut the slit. I just matched the slit all the way down because it's going to be sewn with facing. Well, trim is a facing, so you can actually cut it all the way down. You don't have to worry about leaving a seam allowance for that. So there are 4 pieces of material here. I cut 2 and 2 together. And then we still have our 2 solid back pieces where this is solid. If you would lay it out and fold it, it would be kind of like that because you want that to go there. So, I'll ignore my nails. I haven't done them in like 2 days. But, sorry about the cat hair, brother. It just comes with this territory. And dog hair. Goodness gracious. The dogs have like ruined my couch. Oh my god. Stuff's been spilled all over it. They've slobbered on it. I'm probably about to get rid of that. And Miss Thing decided to chew on this one. So that sectional's about to go. Anyways, back to the project. Okay, so next I have to cut this little band for the neck. So what I'll do is I'll actually measure out a piece of fabric. I usually do a 1/2 inch extra or an inch of fabric, depending on if I'm French seaming. If I'm French seaming, I do a lot. Obviously, that's like 3 solid inches. But for this, it'll be a folded piece because this piece is actually folded, and then they put the trim on that bad boy. See, you can see the outline of it on the back, and I'm trying to replicate this, so we're going to do it their way. And we'll see how it comes out. Next video. Okay, so now there's dog hair everywhere because my service dog decided to give me a notification mid-video. So, back to where I was. And she's right. My blood sugar is low. I need to go eat in just a minute. Like you can tell, I'm kind of shaking. It's starting anyway. So some of the trim is this wide and some of the trim is about this wide. So I went ahead and just cut 2 about 4 inches wide because it's facing to go around the neck. And then what I'll do is I'll actually either fold it a little to face the neck, or I'll fold it a lot and then iron it. But it needs to have 2 sides, so I've got 2 pieces here cut specifically for that. And I'm going to go eat again before my dog has another duck. Day 4. Sewing day. Okay, y'all remember the original? Right? Yes, I have my Team Sam. The flip side is Team Dean. Bracelet on. So this was the original, right? Okay, this is what I had to copy. And this is the replica. Now, I couldn't get these as pointy as I wanted them, but I think it's okay. I didn't quite have as much trim as I wanted to for this, but I think it turned out pretty good. I think it turned out pretty nice. Like, it's all, some of it's hand sewn, some of it is machine sewn, but what do y'all think? What do y'all think? What do y'all think? What do y'all think? This one is the second one that I made him. It does not have trim for the bottom because I ran out. I have never done facing before in my entire life, and I probably didn't do it right. But it looks good, so that's all that matters, right? This is not quite as pointy as I wanted it, but I think I can do a little bit better on the next one. But I think it still looks nice. What do y'all think? It was much easier to replicate the other design with the trim. But with the facing, not as easy. I think I may have erred, however you say it, in not placing this trim farther out, but I didn't want to go into the shoulder seam, right? So it was tricky. I think the part of the problem was this trim is so much wider than the other trim. I think I would have been able to do it and keep the same basic V shape of it with narrower trim, if that makes sense, you guys. I don't know. I still think it's pretty, though. Y'all tell me what y'all think. And, yeah, this one doesn't have trim at the bottom, but that's okay. Again, this is... How do I say that word? Oshnager? I don't know. It's fancy cotton that gets softer the more you wash it. So I'm super excited to see how it feels once he washes it a couple of times and wears it to an event. Please take a moment to like, share, and comment if you liked the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.